Hey, I'm Hayden. I'm a web developer and I run multimedium.dev and I build websites and software tools such as the one that I want to introduce you today, which is utilitysheet.com. It's actually something I originally built for my mom. That's her desk right here. For the past 13 years, my mom has been a transaction coordinator here in Pennsylvania. She's managed over 2,000 closings, and utilitysheet.com was meant to solve a pain point that she dealt with on almost every single one of those closings, and it was collecting the utility provider information from the seller and getting it to the buyer. At first, my mom used to just email the seller side and ask them for that information. Best case scenario, she would get an email or a text with just a list of the different provider names, no contact information or anything like that. And then she would have to format it into something that was nice enough to hand off to the buyer side. And then she ended up making her own PDF template, something that the seller agent, the listing agent, could download, print, hand off to the seller, have them fill out, scan, email back to her. And it actually worked better, but it was a lot of pain for her to have to process all that and still have to take it and turn it into something that could be handed off. So I built utilitysheet.com. What it is a modern automated flow that gets the right info from the seller very fast, very easy, and it generates a super clean, brandable PDF that can easily be handed off to the buyer side in just a matter of minutes. In this video, I'm going to show you two things. First, I'll show you how quick it is for an agent or TC to set up a new request to send to a seller to collect information. And second, I'll show you the AI guided wizard that walks the seller through the form step by step, and I'll show you how insanely simple it is for them to do. They can complete it in under 2 minutes. What used to take days of back and forth, it now takes 5 minutes if everybody's awake at the same time. So let me switch to my other screen and I will show you guys what's going on. Alright, here is the utility sheet dashboard. To create a new request, you click this new request button right here. You'll enter the seller's address, continue. If you haven't already created one, you can create a custom branding profile. Then you enter the seller's information. Once you enter an email address, it'll give you the option to send a notification about the request directly to the seller. Once you click continue, you select what utilities you want to ask them about, and done. It's that simple. You can copy this link here, but it has just emailed that email address a request. Alright, and then I've actually pulled up the seller wizard here. This is what the seller would see once they've clicked the link in their email. It confirms the correct property address, and then when they get started, it asks them some simple questions about their water source, their sewer, and their fuel sources. When they select more than one fuel source, it asks them what their primary is. In this case, it's going to be electric. And then, this is the super cool part. It doesn't throw the word AI anywhere on the website. AI isn't in your face, but AI is working in the background based on the seller's address to find probable utility providers for each of the different types of utilities. In this case, its first suggestion is correct, MedEd. In this case, the second suggestion, Pennsylvania American Water, is correct. Suburban Propane is correct. Waste Management is correct. Blue Ridge Communications. And then it reviews, and then all the seller has to do is click submit. And then the seller's done. It's that simple for the seller. Usually takes less than a minute and a half. And then, once you come back into your dashboard, you can see the status has updated to submitted. You can download the PDF. Open the PDF. And here you are. You have a beautiful PDF ready to hand off to the buyer's agent or the buyer themselves directly. It has the provider for each of the utilities. It also has the phone numbers and clickable links. If you send this through an email, the other party will be able to click the links and go directly to the website for each of the providers. It's got the next steps that they need and your custom branding. Quick, easy, simple. I built this for my mom, and I'm hoping that you guys find it useful too. There it is. I just wanted to take a few minutes to show you how super simple and easy it is to use utilitysheet.com. I hope some of you find this super helpful, and just so you know, you can start for absolutely free. You get up to 3 submissions for free every month. If you want to use it for more than that, it's just a cheap $9 a month. I tried to make it super cheap and affordable. That just pays for the AI services that run in the background. That does cost a little money for me, even on the free plans. But I'd love to hear everybody's feedback. If you like it, you try it, and you love it, that's awesome. If you like it and you try it and there's something you dislike about it, you have a problem, please let me know, because I will fix it. I'll make it better. I'm going to keep making this software even better than it is today. Alright, thank you so much for your time.